Hey, it's the Drone Rooster here, and I'm making a video today on a couple little upgrades that I've done to my QX350s. Here on the right is my 350 QX2, is originally a QX2, and here on the left is my 350 QX3, and I want to talk a little bit about the differences between these two and a couple of upgrades that I've made since then. I like these. They're pretty versatile. You can do a lot of different things with them, and first one I'm going to talk about is this QX2 here. Adjust my camera, and as you can see, I've upgraded the GPS antenna, and in all reality it is a QX3. It has the downloaded firmware. It flies like a QX3. The only difference is I have the GoPro gimbal on it, and hear a lot of talk about the new Chroma drone. I'm thinking about getting one. I haven't quite committed to that yet, but I don't know if I'm going to go with a Racer or the Chroma drone yet, but these do a lot of neat things. About the only thing I can't do with these that the Chroma does is the 30-minute flight time, and you know, some of the follow me, film me features. These are both set up with the Spectrum 600, the Immersion 600 transmitter, SpiroNet antenna. I fly them through the Fat Shark. I have FPV through the GoPro. And I have a lot of fun with it. My biggest problem, though, that I was starting to have with this one is limited flight time. With the weight, the transmitter, and so on, I was getting maybe 6-7 minutes tops with a 3000 battery. So I started investigating these multi-star batteries. You see the multi-star battery here? It's 4000 mAh, and only bought one. And I soldered the connector to fit the Blade 350, and all I can say is I'm up to a good 10 minutes now with this battery. I don't know that 1000 mAh makes that big of a difference, but it made a difference for mine. It's a tight fit. It's a really tight fit in my QX3, but I'll talk about that later. But I would recommend this to anybody flying a Blade 350. Gives it a lot more flight time. Now the discharge rate, I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of hard to see, is 10C. You know, that's not a high discharge rate, but I'm not racing these, I'm not zipping these around a lot, you know. So for what I do with these, this works great. There again, it is a tight fit, and I've had good results flying both of these with this battery. This is what I'm going to. All my batteries for these 350s are going to be these. I still got some 3000s. I got the Electron Pro and the E-Flight, but I'm going to be switching over to these for sure. So that's my 2 cents on that. Alright, let's slide this over. I'm going to get my true QX3 out here. As you can already notice, it doesn't look like a regular QX3. see if I can get this tipped up. If you've seen any of my other videos, getting in close here. I originally got this with the CG02 camera, and I was setting it up on my DX8 radio, and I had a crash, and I busted the camera. Mainly I burnt the board up that runs the camera. I don't know if the camera's still any good or not. I hadn't really tried to figure it out. They wanted me to send it off for $40 an hour to fix it, to put a board in it that's probably maybe an inch. And I was like, no thank you, if you could just sell me the board please. Well, we don't sell that part. Well, I'm not sending it to you. So I started investigating my options, and I ended up putting this 720 SD camera on a pan tilt little gimbal there, that I use Attitude Fat Shark goggles, that when I'm flying I can flick them on and I can look around anywhere I want to go. You know, it'll move with my head anywhere like that, so it's kind of fun to fly like that. And I got this little pointer here, so that even when I'm looking around I can kind of orient myself what center is, and when I flick the switch off for the head tracker, it lines right back up on this. And I got a AR 8000 receiver in here that runs that. It's built into the nose of it. You could see some other videos how I did this mod. And I have the Easy Spectrum telemetry module. There's a GPS module in here for all that. It gives me some telemetry. It's not super accurate. The main thing it tells me is my battery voltage and how many mAh I've used. So that's the main thing with that. It has the Immersion 600 transmitter. I know you probably noticed on some of my stuff I have this foil tape, and what I've come to find out, and like in previous videos, there's videos out there to show you how to do this properly. You're kind of shielding it from any RF interference. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I don't want to get any glitches in my camera feed. The camera's shielded. This is a SD card in here that I can take and watch my videos. The camera quality is not great. That wasn't an idea here. I wanted to have an FPV experience with it to the max. You know, I can, like I said, I can pan around. I can set this in aerial photography mode and it'll sit in there and I can look around. Hey, it's what I like to do. You know, you might not like doing that kind of stuff. The other side of it was I was getting short battery life with the 3000s, so I upgraded to this, and it's really tight fit in here. You would not believe the stuff I have crammed in here. It is still lighter than the QX2 over there with the GoPro gimbal. I mean, you know, this one here, you know, I've made videos for commercials, for companies and whatnot. I mean, I've done things with this that I never thought I would be able to do. I know the Chroma drone's out and I really like it. Everybody's going to 4K. I'm not quite set up for that. I mean, you got to have something to play the 4K on, I guess, is the downside of that issue. But I'm going to go back to the QX3. Been reading a lot about these new extreme tri-blades that they're making for the 350QX, and they're direct bolt-ons. There's no adapters. There's no special hardware, special anything that you have to do. And I didn't really know much about the Tri-Blades. So I started doing some research. Extreme makes a carbon fiber reinforced blade, I think is the way they put it. So it's probably not a full carbon fiber blade. These are very inexpensive. I can get a set of these for $12 shipped to my house. And they're maybe 2 grams heavier. But what I was looking at is that they say that these are more stable. You know, stability. Which is good when you're, especially with this, it don't have a gimbal. You know, you're kind of, wherever the quad moves, that's what you're getting. They are quieter than the 2-blade props. But I originally put them on the QX2 here, and what I quickly came to find out is that you do lose some battery with it, a little bit of battery life. And you know, I have the gimbal, so this is a pretty steady platform to begin with. And I put them on here, and I was flying, and in AP and smart mode I was getting a lot of, like, it would be level and then it, you know, get a little wobble here and there. And I was kind of scratching my head about that, and I couldn't really figure it out. So got to doing more research, and what I found out, if you can see, let me get a good shot of this tape that I have on the bottom of these blades here, seems to be a real issue. A lot of people claim you should balance all your blades, and I'm not going to tell you not to do that. But with these Tri-Blades, it's very important to balance them, adding weight to the ones that are, you know, these are plastic. They're not, you know, precision made, so to speak. So they might need a little balancing. Having done that, the next thing I did was recalibrate the 350, you know, to show it level and all that. And that took all of it out. It took all the little pitching and rolling around. And you know, I might upgrade to the carbon fiber ones, but I wanted to go cheap and just try these. They work good on this drone. It's not quite as peppy, like, you know, it won't just rip and turn like it used to, which there again, that's not the kind of flying I do with these 2 models. You see it's got a name on it. Done a lot of my stuff is utilizing things that I have already. It's a little try to save some money. This is a pretty expensive hobby at times. You see some of my little stickers and things that I've put on here just to dress it up. A lot of this is just for orientation when I'm flying by sight, you know, to help me front, back, and so on and so forth. But I'm very proud of these 2. I kind of like to think that my QX3 here is pretty unique, that I've not seen anybody put a pan tilt, and I've been told by the local hobby store that it wouldn't work, that I couldn't do it. It started, I had this spare AR 8000 receiver here with the satellite. You see the little satellite back here in the back, right there. Come with my Spektrum DX8 radio, and I was like, I'll never use that. And I found that's how the pan tilt works. So I utilized something that I had sitting in a drawer to make something unique. I'm always trying to think of new ideas, new things to try out. and it's growing. This field is growing so fast that, you know, by the time I think of something, I'm like, I go on the internet and, oh wow, they already have that. I'm like, wow, you know. But anyway, I still enjoy doing it. I enjoy tinkering with them, probably as much as I do enjoy the flying of them. But I would highly recommend these multi-star batteries that they have out. I also investigated maybe trying a carbon fiber kit for one of these. Probably this one over here. You know, they make carbon fiber kits because they make a 5200 battery like this that you can fly the 350 with, but it won't fit. It just will not fit inside the case of this body. But if you know, carbon fiber frames, a lot more open, you know, you could probably do that. But you know, for what it's worth, I get, you know, 10, probably 15 minutes with this one over here, and about 10 minutes with that one over there. That, you know, I usually have 6 3000 mAh batteries that if I'm flying, you know, I usually not flying them both at the same time, obviously. If I have 6 charged up batteries, I can have a pretty fun day of flying, rotate them out, charge them up, and so on. So my next purchase is going to be to get these all going, get me probably about 5 more of these, and go from there. But as always, the Drone Rooster here. Hope you have some happy flying. Any feedback, tips, comments, so on, so forth, please let me know, and we'll see you out there flying.